Well, welcome everybody, and thank you for joining this, I would say module, but it's going to be a combination of two. In that we'll be starting with Lost Mines of Phandelver, and then moving at around level 5 to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Now, if you're familiar with Ghosts of Saltmarsh, there is not exactly a run it as written option, because Ghosts of Saltmarsh is in a sense not written to be run as a straight module. But I hope you'll enjoy what there is. For the intro, however, the adventure hook that we agreed on in the session 0 you weren't here for, Chris, so if this is to your liking, for whatever reason, those of you were all in the city of Neverwinter, to the northwest of the Sword Coast, when you were hired by a dwarven man called Gundren Rockseeker to escort a wagon of supplies and goods to the small town of Phandelver, southeast of Neverwinter, and along the Tribor Trail. Now, in Phandelver, he wants to go looking for an old mine. That's as much as he'd really have told you at this point. Not wanting to maybe divulge any more to uncertain hires. But he said he's going to meet you there, and he's gone ahead with a warrior, a man called Sildar Hallwinter, to attend to some matters and get things set up. You are, if you take the job, due to leave 2 to 3 days after Gundren. How does this sound to you, Chris? And to everybody else still, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yep.
Aye, if it pays enough.
The voice changer is back. Well, pay is 10 gold pieces each by the owner of Barthen's Provisions in Phandelver. When you safely deliver the goods there.
That should be sufficient booty for today.
So what's up, Rich?
I said we're going to be loaded by the end of this.
You should probably be going into Saltmarsh with a fair amount of coin.
Provided we make it out of the mine.
Provided you make it past session 1.
Or 2.
Or 2, or 3, or 30, or whatever. But the next big test is let's make sure the bot still works for everybody. Let's make sure the bot still works for everybody.
Number 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Why hear bot music?
I see dead people. Wait, wrong film.
Yeah, I've gone for the slightly more budget version without Bruce Willis.
No. I see fire.
Under the mountains.
Yeah. Don't tell that Gandalf.
I hope we can make it through this game without hearing that song.
I See Fire by Ed Sheeran.
Yep.
Well.
Oh no.
Nah, we're not gonna fight a red dragon.
Nah, wrong color.
Pink or hair, Ed Sheeran.
On that note, though, On this note, if people have like background music or relaxing tracks that are free use, because remember Barker does record this,
Oh,
then I'm more than happy to put them on the bot.
The only relaxing free use music I've so far listened to is probably not fit for the setting. It's synthwave. Could work with servo. But in general, I don't think synthwave will fit that well.
Well, are we ready then to kick this show off?
Yeah.
Aye, matey.
Very well. Well then, a couple of days before, Gundren has set off with Sildar, following his and his brother's discoveries of something big related to your other discussions. And, having followed him a pair of days later, you spend a few days following the high road south from Neverwinter. There is a map. Here's the map.
Ooh. I am guessing we have already met then, or introduction.
Ah, so on that. Spending a few days following the high road, you will eventually veer eastward along the tribal trail. Having encountered no troubles so far, the high road is fairly well travelled. Individual merchants and wagons will pass you on a fairly daily basis, if not 3 or 4 a day. And at a similar pace, you'll pass small groups of road guard, caravan guardsmen, or men and women just in the employ of the big cities. But the trail eastward, or along the tribal, can be more dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk. So knowing this, and assuming you take a little bit more of a alert stance, there are the 4 of you with a wagon. Who will be driving the wagon?
Probably me because I have land vehicles proficiency.
Sure, you don't need proficiency. The oxen that pull it are fairly well trained. It's a pair of horses in my artwork, but whatever. They will stay still if you aren't holding the reins, and then move at a stately pace if you pull the reins. But if you are the one driving the caravan, Marina, would you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Marina is a very quiet woman or girl. You don't of undiscernible age, because she hasn't told you yet how old she is. She has ombre blue hair, like dark at the roots, that goes to like very pale blue at the ends. She has a light pale violetish blue skin with violet eyes and violet lipstick. She's wearing darkish clothes, armor, with a brown leather corset, and has silvery tattoos on her face, and a little bit you can see a different one on her neck that is covered by her cloak, and her ears are pierced with like gold wire of some sorts, like intricate wires or some, like I don't know how to describe that, but yeah, she's a very quiet person. She barely says a word.
It's almost like it's braided through her ears.
Yeah.
Well, if Marina is driving the wagon, is anyone keeping a steady watch during the day?
That would probably be me.
Good old Clanko, if you'd like to
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
Bloody clankers. Picture not quite accurate. I'm still working on finalizing it. Rather thinking of what I actually want before I commission. Servo is a very, very rusty, old-looking, and really broken down Warforged. There's rust and all kinds of algae and what's it called? The stuff that is on the underneath the ships.
Moss?
No,
Holes.
the small clams, all that stuff that holds on that needs to be
Barnacles?
grubbed off. Yes, barnacles. Thank you. He has these kind of barnacles everywhere. Whenever he walks, he creaks. He's rather tall, but more of a slim build. You would say if you had a rough idea, he was probably once, a long time ago, probably an infiltration unit. But with the creaking, it doesn't seem to be working that well anymore. Unless you have seen him wanting to be stealthy, he does consume a suspicious amount of oil per day. Or per week, depending how much filling. He's got an old captain's hat, like the tri-point hat, made from metal as well, and rusted to the core. There are even some holes in it. Otherwise, he's got mostly scruff demeanor. He doesn't seem to be the most polite, but he doesn't seem to quite fully understand always how things work. Nonetheless, he seems to have a way with people. And yeah, that's about the most. The eyes are usually rather muted in the brightness. Like he does have glowing eyes, but not quite as piercing as on the picture. No metal beard. Maybe someday. And is
Just a bunch of
just
rust.
wearing like
I think it's just a bust of rust. That's like 5 o'clock shadow.
yeah, probably. He seems to be pretty decently armed, though. Although he's just, at this point, wearing a somewhat tattered-looking leather armor. You would guess by the amount of corrosion and where it sits, he probably used to wear something different at some point. And the corrosion mostly ate through. Like, his chest seems to be still somewhat okay-ish intact compared to the rest. That's about it. 2 daggers, 1 rapier, and 1 short bow on his back with a quiver attached. The quiver half inside his so.
Well then.
Maybe I'll think
Sorry,
of
go ahead.
something more later.
Sure.
It always develops with time. How somebody looks. Immediately.
Well, for a party of 4, that still leaves 2 others. Who'd like to... Well, what would either of the 2 others be doing during the journey?
So I'll go next.
Sure.
Interact. Oh. So that's kind of the token's just a really loose depiction. Couldn't quite find the right artwork, so Sitting quietly in the wagon, the sort of wild-eyed look around him, taking in every sight that he can see, is Santiago Shellcheek. You'll see that he wears a light-fitting beige robe with seashells embroidered into the material. He's got an olive skin tan and sort of dark blonde hair and a mustache. As far as halflings go, he's maybe the young to middle age. He's about 35 years old. On his robe, on the belt, is a yellow shell. Sorry, orange shell, not yellow shell. He is quite a reserved character. He doesn't often say too much. He's quite softly spoken. But when he does speak, he does tend to tell the truth. He doesn't like to be too much bother. He doesn't wear any shoes. He travels with bare feet. You'll notice on his hands they're quite calloused, as he does a lot of manual labour. On his back is a spear, which he uses for both fighting and for hunting, which is usually fish. As where he's from is by the shoreline. Yeah, that's Santiago.
Okay. And that will leave. Please tell me how to pronounce this name.
I was just Rainer.
Oh!
So you see a crystal gem dragonborn. He's probably just sitting almost in a meditative state. His scales are, clear but reflect back a light blue, almost like light reflecting through the surface of the water. He wears full plate and carries a shield and pike on his back, and he has a battle axe by his hip. On his plate, you see symbols that, unless you know Draconic, may simply look like decorative flares. And for those who know more about the arcane, they will see that they also double as like protective runes. On his forehead, he has kind of like in the picture, his horns kind of curl up a little bit towards to the back, and then they kind of point upwards. And then in the middle of his forehead, you would actually see more like a darker blue, still kind of crystal and see-through gem on his forehead. His pike as well is pretty decorative to match his plate, though you don't see of any of those like protective or magical runes on it. And at the very tip of it, it looks like a dragon's scale has been put on there. But if you put a closer look, it's just a decorative paint on it. It's nothing special or magical, but you can see that he takes pride in his draconic heritage for sure. That's about it. That's what you see.
Cool.
All right. Well, it's a few days on the road. Just very briefly, would any of you have anything to pass that, or just looking forward to Journey's End?
I have a dragon chess set. Who wants to play some chess?
Sure.
Several will give it a
play
try.
chess.
I didn't hear any of that.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think we all wanted to play at the same time. Then.
Y'all want to play at the same
Yeah.
time? We'll play 4-player chess. Last one standing. That's how you play dragon chess, actually, guys. It's a 4-player game exclusively.
How about tag team chess?
No alliances. No, but I think that's what he would offer to try and get to know everyone better. He just kind of, You can tell that he's, in a way, looking for something else other than the soldier's life. And he's eager to, like, get to know people.
Oh, Coco. We are level 1,
Yes.
yes?
Yes.
Just making sure.
For now.
Yeah. Alright. How do we
I
play
don't
this
know.
out?
I don't know how it will. If anything, I just want more, like, kind of get to know you guys. And it's less about the game and less about, playing and getting to know you.
Well then, whoever's playing you, would you please make a dragon chess set check with your intelligence, and anybody playing against you, just a flat intelligence unless they're proficient.
This is probably not the game I should have chosen. But here we are.
We're all equally bad. Alright. Servo will go first.
So just
Are you not
everyone just roll for intelligence.
Yup. Is Reiner not proficient with dragon chess set?
Oh yes, I am. Sorry. So
Oh, that's 12.
it's an 11, right? Because it's just flat.
12.
Oh no, plus one. You're right.
Well, Skirvo kind of sits you down, schools you. Mariner sits you down, schools you. At this point, you're probably convinced that you're losing on purpose to get to know these people. Then Santiago sits you down.
Listen, they didn't say I was very smart,
on.
okay? I like to keep this around to kind of let people open up. So, you, Marina,
Yes.
why are you here?
I heard rumors about a dwarf seeking help, so I came to help. Her voice
It's very noble.
is very hoarse, like she hasn't spoken in a while.
Would you like some water?
No thanks. Fine.
Very well. Well, that's a very fair and noble reason to come here. I seek similar. I guess we have similar views. I saw that someone needed help. And the life of a soldier was no longer befitting of me, I don't think.
I can get behind that.
Right. And
Okay.
and what of the rest of you?
I've lost me ship.
Oh, wait.
I've lost me ship. And
A sailor
I
then.
do need booty to get it back. Yes.
You lost it or did you gamble it away, it seems?
Neither really. It was
Stolen,
more
then?
stolen. Yes. Me first mate did not like me very much.
Well, that's unfortunate. Let's hope there's less betrayal in this party this time around.
There better be.
And what have
I've
you
learned me
Santiago?
lesson.
You've learned your lesson. That's great to hear. And what have you, Santiago?
I'm making my way on my martial arts journey yet. The master, he said that the only real way to learn is to just go out and live in the world. There's only so much he could teach me at the monastery. He's asked me to go back from time to time to see how my journey's going, but Santiago shows the orange shell on his belt. This is my current rank. I'm not very far into my journey. As you can see, there are many more coloured shells for me to obtain.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with your monastery, but it's always good to see someone being devout to what they believe in.
Yeah, it's very simple. The god that we worship at the monastery is a protective god. They want us to do good and to help people.
A noble cause. Well, I think this is one adventure that I'm looking forward to. Can't say that I've ever been with such a varied cast, but I'm eager to learn a little bit about everyone here, a little bit more. But for now, I think I'll put this chess set away and save myself a little bit of embarrassment. Humbling this experience has been.
You can see Marina
You will
a
just-
little bit of a smile.
You
The
will
DM
just
is-
have. You will just have to ask the right inquiry, matey.
Gervo, would you like some water? You sound a bit rough.
What? That's my normal speaking voice.
Do you have laryngitis? I thought it wasn't very nice.
That's what you get at sea. At
As you
least
are,
if your vocal mechanics are made of metal. Salt and metal do not mix well.
That's for fucking sure.
Rainer will take out a notebook and write down, look out for laryngitis.
as you're writing this down, and as you've been a couple of days from Neverwinter and about half a day along the tribal trail, your camaraderie building, your discussions are cut short as you come around a bend and spot a pair of dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it, and the woods press close to the trail here. A steep embankment and dense thickets on it either side.
Who here is smart? Who can go investigate that?
That looks awful. I don't think I've
I
ever
think
seen
you did
one dead horse before.
I shall go take a look. Cover me back, mateys.
Sure.
Oh, it's the old servo token. Let's change that.
Also, my screen is all black. I don't know if that's intentional.
Oh, I think I have an older version of your token as well. Does that fix? Does that fix?
There we go. But I cannot pull my token.
What?
For some reason.
Okay. Good time to have teething issues. Let's... One moment.
So do you want me to reload real quick?
No, it's something part of the.
Ah, there we go.
Don't move for just a moment.
Yep. Aye!
Can everybody see everybody else's hit point bar? Green bar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, is there anyone else who is currently unable to maneuver their tokens?
Um, yeah, fine.
Okay.
Good.
So I'm
As
just
we
picturing
unmount-
that. I just picturing that somewhere there's someone hidden just watching us all move around in a circle, like we don't know what we're doing while we move our tokens.
Can I also hit off a divine sense while we're unmounting this car?
You absolutely may. Your divine sonar will ping off and come back blank, as there is nothing within range that would trigger from your divine sense.
Okay.
Perception to see if I've noticed anyone hiding.
Sure, you kind of rear up, peer around. Please make me a perception check.
Fantastic.
You are surrounded by quiet woodland and the sound of chirping birds. The only abnormality is the pair of dead horses ahead of you.
And possibly the currently still ongoing thing. Squeaking.
Ongoing what?
Joint.
Ah,
The
yeah.
creaking and squeaking from server's joints.
Well, that's never going to stop.
Oh, it does. It will. Right now. If nobody has anything to add, then server will do as agreed on. Take a step forward. You see out of every joint on his body, you see it starts just oil coming out, just messing everything up a bit. But the creaking stops. Partially. We'll see how well as he goes
just kind of
stealth
gaped
mode.
open.
Sorry, come again.
Saying Santiago's mouth just gapes open a little bit while all this happens. He's just fascinated.
The server had his fill of oil. And he'll try to go stealth mode.
Sure, go
to
ahead.
Approach the horses. And we'll slowly approach the horses. Mostly through the bushes and trees.
Sure.
Wide behind. And
If you get to about there,
Yep.
you get a bit of a closer look at the horses, at the saddlebags, at their equipment, and while the saddlebags have very clearly been looted, you will recognize them as the horses belonging to Gundren Rockseeker and Sildar Hallwinter, and you are pretty sure they have been dead somewhere between 24 and 48 hours.
The arrows seem suspicious. Okay, yeah, they killed them, but interesting why they would leave the horses on the road like that. May I try to attain if there seems to be someone nearby, as this might be a trap.
How will you be looking to ascertain that? Looking around, investigating the ground?
Look, first, at this moment, looking around, trying to see if there are any tracks going from the horses into the forest and ending rather abruptly, or cracked branches in shrubberies.
Go ahead, please make me a survival check. And while you do, what is
Oh, boy.
everyone else doing?
Staying behind the wheel. They're like just peeking from behind and watching his back.
Okay.
Probably also
Ryan?
hiding.
Ryan and Santiago? What about the two of you?
I'm there just by the horses with battle axe and shield ready. I'm not very stealthy, so any additional movement I make could give us away.
Yeah, Santiago's just doing his best to stroke the horse's leg. He's very small and the horse is very big, so I think this is more calming him than the horse.
Gotcha. Alright, well, Santiago, as you look around, you'll see the signs of many footprints around the horses, some of them more heavily booted and fairly deep in the earth, even though it started to kind of be covered over by blown dust and how mud eventually normalizes itself. And much smaller prints, though you can't quite work out what from. Aside from the chaos surrounding the horses themselves, there do indeed seem to be some tracks accompanied by drag marks heading eastward and leading into the woodland. Roughly this sort of way.
Was that for me or for Santiago?
For Servo.
Ah,
Whoops.
no worries.
Okay, he'll take a couple of sessions.
No worries. Just wanted to make sure. Got it right. Who knows? Maybe Santiago has super high passive perception.
It seems to be clear, mateys. But the dwarves who were riding the horses seem to have been taken east and up north to the woods.
Do we all recognize these as Gundren's horses from this distance, or was it only Servo?
You need to get a bit closer, but anybody coming within 10-15 paces of them will recognize them as those horses.
Well, on
Are
the
you gonna-
all,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, at the all clear of Servo, I'll probably move forward then.
Okay. And the others?
I will slowly lead like the horses and the cart a little bit ahead, I guess.
Santiago will keep pace with the horses.
As at this point, Reiner, arguably distracted by the scene ahead of him, and Mariner, arguably distracted by kind of trying to hide behind the horses and lead them. However, Santiago and Servo, a bit more on edge, a bit more aware of their surroundings, will not be caught by surprise, as a number of small humanoid creatures will begin to pop themselves out of the bushes and ready themselves to ambush you.
No.
This is how we die.
This is how we die.
I wanted to die on the sea.
Unfortunately, we can't have everything we want in life.
Oof.
I'll pour some water over your dead body. Seaman's burial.
Oh no, you throw me into the ocean.
I'll sprinkle some
If you
salt
can
into
carry
the
me.
water to make it more authentic.
So, what you do seem to realize, Servo is super heavy. He's leaving rather deep prints
Okay.
when not in stealth mode.
Okay, so Marina is surprised as their stealth beat your passive perception.
Okay.
Reiner is surprised as their stealth beat your passive perception.
Oh no.
The slowest ones noticed it.
As Servo and Santiago, however, have a passive of 16 and 17, you'll not be surprised. So the first two of these creatures will rear up. Short, stubby little creatures.
Gamblins.
They do appear to be goblinoid, and they do appear to have short bows. Both of them taking aim at the most obvious target, from whom they were hidden, which will be Reiner. 2 arrows will streak through the air and bounce off of your armor.
Nice.
Seeing this, they're both going to kind of take a step back and attempt to use their ability to hide very effectively. Uno, duo.
Oh.
One of them will vanish completely from your sight. The other one will remain within Santiago's line of sight, albeit unseen for the rest of the party. Marina, you are alerted to combat by 2 arrows flying out towards your armored gem dragon companion and breaking on his plate.
Wait, hold on. Do we not get a turn?
Oh, Marina does not get a turn,
Yeah, because I'm surprised.
but she is no longer surprised.
Ah.
Santiago
Got it.
is not surprised.
Oh, hey. Who are those guys? What are they doing? What? Are you okay, Raina?
I'm fucking fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh well, they're hiding in the trees. I'm gonna move up.
You're telling me.
I have a grand total of 25 feet of movement.
You are close enough now to see another one.
Just another one.
Crouch in the bushes.
What? Can I shout over at the goblin?
You certainly can. What would you like to say?
What are you doing hiding in there? Why are you shooting us? We didn't do anything to you.
What language are you using?
Oh, it's just in common.
It'll kind of cock its head. Die, halfling scum.
What language do goblins speak or whatever they are?
Typically, goblin or orc.
Either of those.
Well, you've moved. Do you have an action or a bonus action?
Um, no, there's nothing really I can do.
Okay. As your turn ends, from behind Skirvo, a little goblinoid will charge up and attempt to shank him.
Oh, did he see Servo?
Oh, he saw Servo. You are
Oh.
unfortunately unable to hide yourselves from them as they've been watching you for the past half mile.
Vanishing did not help. Okay,
Running in close
alright.
will miss completely. With that done, he is going to take the disengage action as a bonus action and try and bait you into the trees. Goblin up top will see Santiago and reveal himself completely to the group by running up with a scimitar. Oh, there's two Santiagos on here.
Two? What?
Yeah, there were two. Don't worry. Alright. His swing will go completely wide, kind of look at you, and then disengage action and run back to where he was. Skirvo, there is a goblin in your line of sight. He has just run away from you.
Aye, boy, you made a mistake. Shine yourself.
And I would like to draw the short bow and not take the bait, and instead just shoot him.
Okay, shooting through the trees. You will be shooting through partial cover, but you otherwise have a fairly clean shot.
Let's see how well we do.
As it brings up a little wooden shield to try and block your strike, arrow just slides underneath. That wouldn't be sneak attack, would it? It'd just be
Nope.
the 8.
You know, sorry, it always automatically rolls it.
That's fair. Sinks into the creature's throat and almost kills it. As it kind of stands
Aw.
there. Looks back at you. Looks like it's getting ready to charge back.
Alright. If
Anything
you
else?
wish to do so. That'll be it for now. I can't
Okay.
stow my bow anymore.
Rhino is no longer surprised.
Whoa.
Because you see this all going on, and finally snap to your senses and join the combat. Top of the rounds. This one up top is going to attempt to reveal itself from hiding and take yet another shot at the armored guy. .21 on you, Reiner,
That hits.
for 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
So I'm going
That's
to
up quickly.
attempt to stealth hide again. He's hidden.
Jesus!
That guy just fucking
I see-
disappeared.
I see us for the rest of today's combat just trying to find and kill that son of a bitch. Because he will just keep hiding and just keep critting and no one can see him.
Santiago, the one to your east that is hidden to the others but not to you, will take notice of you with its companion and attempt to join its friend with a short bow attack. 17 against you.
Just hits.
Oof. 6 piercing.
Coco,
Yes.
3 2/3 of one.
I have an idea for a slight homebrew alteration. In general, that makes sense, but usually doesn't get used. It's probably too complicated for what 5th edition wants to be. Bonus action stealthing, or in general stealthing or hiding, should only work if you either break line of sight or manage to if you manage to break line of sight.
I mean, that's
that
like it's possible here, but
that is 5th edition rules. You have to be able to hide to be able to stealth. Or at least to be hidden. If you're in view or like it's how your stealth didn't have you leave that line of sight. But because this is a forested area and they have terrain advantage, they can break your line of sight and kind of scuffle these into the bushes.
Got it.
Alright, with 2 of them going James Bond on you, Marina.
Do I see this one?
You do. He is just standing there with a short bow. Sorry, with a scimitar out.
He disengaged from Santiago, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to point at him and yell out, "Go ahead and run! I like a moving target, you swashbuckling, deck-swabbing Bilgerat," and send the Eldritch Blast at him.
Go ahead with your stealth from hiding behind the... Yeah, your first attack will be advantaged.
Nice.
That is a hit, even through his cover. You'll catch him along the cheek. And sear some of the flesh from his bone. He'll kind of look over at you, snarl.
Yeah. Just snarl at me, you ranting crabberry. And I'm gonna duck behind the wagon.
Okay. Santiago, you have a bit of backup.
He's kind of just reeling from that arrow. He just kind of looks at the wound. He's like, did it really hurt? Gets his spear from his back and charges over at Ye Goblin here. And is going to take a swipe with the spear.
Go ahead.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
That is crit.
Kill it.
Is that the full crit damage or not?
Kill the wrinkled old dick waffle falca.
Oh, I need to roll another dice. Ooh.
I think you do, yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. One more dice. Is it just a 1d6 I need to roll?
Yes, if you're doing it
Minus
one-handed. Or a d8 if you're doing it two-handed.
Yeah. I don't put my modifier on top of that, do
I? No. The only thing that gets increased during a crit is the die.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay, as you run over, take the opportunity from its distraction, as the Eldritch Blast sears its face, spear under the chin, lift the little creature off the floor, and you now have a goblin flag totem pole. As it dies a horrible, screaming death.
Yeah, walk the plank, you ale-smelling, bill-swinging shark bait.
You could have walked away from this, you know. You didn't have to choose this path in life.
Is it your turn?
Did he just hurt when he's dead?
Yeah.
Scream.
What a lovely death
Death
battle.
croak.
Alright. The goblin to the south sees the top one. Well, probably doesn't see the top one. Is going to kind of dive into the bushes and attempt to hide. Critical.
Yes, critical.
Critical fail.
Trips over, barrel rolls, comes up, looks at Servo. And we'll use the rest of its movement to charge Servo again. And miss. Kind of like dives forward, rolls, sweeps like 6 inches in front of Servo's face. Servo.
While holding a bow, can I draw a rapier?
Yes,
If
but the
I'm-
bow is unusable.
Yes, of course, until I stow the rapier again.
Yep.
Good, thank you. It's never really clear, so that needs to be home. In that case,
What you're doing isn't, you aren't wielding a weapon in that case, you are carrying it. And as long as it is within your carry capacity, you can do so.
got it. That case, but the bow is flipped onto the back with the hand together, as a rapier is drawn and straight one long step forward, stab.
Go ahead and miss after all of that.
Yes, please. I like describing stuff and then it being horrible.
Nope. Nope. That will kind of take it through the eye. The other eye will look at you and like, why?
I can't hear you.
Shudder and-
Scream a bit louder, you fathom head grog drinking powder monkey.
Someone seems to be knowing their pirate insults.
I was raised by the best.
Get where you go.
Don't think I've ever heard such foul language in my life.
You should be out on me ship.
And Raynor's just like, do you have these written down somewhere just to rattle them off like that?
That's out of character or in character?
No, that was Raynor. I was like surprised like of how consistently different they are.
I mean, I was part of a crew that taught me them. They liked using
What-
them.
What a way with words you have.
Thank you.
Come on, let's get these rat-eating mangy maggots.
Well, on that, Reiner, you are stood in the middle of the road, battle axe and shield out, and like a half a mile from the action. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I have no idea. The nearest one was like somewhere around here last time, right?
Yes. Kind of like
Yeah, I might-
up here and up here.
All right, I'll go down this way. No, up this way, like 70 feet, or it's like my full action and then dash.
Okay.
Is that? I just want to make sure. How do I measure again? Let's see. I guess there. There I am. I don't have any bonuses, so that's I can roll in my turn.
Okay. Well then, as you end your turn, from the bushes behind Marina, there'll be a slight rustling as a 5th goblin will run screaming out of the bushes towards her with a pair of scimitars in hand,
Okay.
yelling,
You'll meet the rope's end for that. Where's the grog?
will make the first swing from hiding,
That hits.
and the second swing
Doesn't hit.
does not hit, for 6 slashing damage. With that so done, that is its turn. It has no movement, it's not going to bother with anything else. From the top, this goblin is going to poke out, look down, see Reiner. Shotbow! Shit! Then try and stealth again. Not successfully this time, as you'll get to about here. The other one, that was very successful at its stealth, will poke out between the trees and take a shot at Santiago. You'll have a +2 to your AC against this from cover.
Needed that +2.
Yup. Before vanishing back into the undergrowth. Marina,
Yeah.
there are at least 3 goblins still active, and one of them is in your face with 2 scimitars and some interesting insults.
Yeah, I'm gonna dagger him.
Okay.
Nope, I'm not.
Nope. However, would you please roll me a d20 and add 4? And now 4d6 and add 4.
Oh no.
As you miss with your dagger, you force the little goblin's head right into the path of one of the booking horses. As it doesn't like having a strange creature run up behind it, and the goblin's skull is kind of crushed into the shape of a horseshoe.
Get back here! I ain't done breathing in your face, you bilge-sucking, bilge-swimming coxswain!
It's the headless body is just stood there like spouting little greenish red blood. As though trying to apologize for its head being absent.
That's what you get for sneaking up on people! You fork-faced, flogging gibbert!
Welcome to the good ship Face Punch. I'm the captain, your ale-smelling, scuttling landlubber.
Santiago! Another goblin has met its death. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna use Healing Light on myself.
Okay.
It's a bound bonus action first. That's 2d6. That's 4.
Alright, Santiago. You are
And I'm gonna
alone and eerily
Mind
quiet.
Clear. Sorry.
Sure. No. Okay, properly this time. Santiago, you are alone in an eerily quiet wood. You know there is an enemy out there because an arrow just stuck itself in a tree next to your head.
Gonna try and move to where I last saw the goblin fully. So I could probably get to about here. And I don't know if I can do this, but I have telepathy. Do I need to see them to use it?
You can reach out, but whether they respond is up to them.
So, using telepathy, Tiago's just going to go, Marco!
I don't think telepathy allows you to kind of locate a creature's location, typically.
He's just trying to freak the goblin out a little bit as well.
Make me an intimidation check.
Maybe he's gonna scream back, Paolo!
Your Marco echoes out, and you get back. Paolo, bitch.
That was cursed.
Jackie. Santiago's just going to stand there for a moment. Whoa, that actually works on other people.
At this point, he would also realize he heard Polo and Beach from 2 different creatures.
Oh no. Oh. There's not much else I could do right now because I can't see anything, so I can't make any sort of attack feeder. And that's all my movement.
Can't you see that one? Down south?
Oh, he's way too far away.
Ah, okay.
Not for me.
So do you have an action you'd like to take? Dodge or dash or...
I don't think I have dash.
Everyone has dash. As a main action.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, I'll just hold because I can't see anything.
So holding action.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If they come into melee range,
Okay. Then, Servo, you have killed one, and there is at least one more in range. Well, nearby anyway.
I'll set on for getting closer, stowing my rapier again and drawing one of the arrows.
Okay.
And shoot at him.
Okay, he definitely has cover against you.
Alright.
Only a +1 though. That hits for 7. Kind of strained to the side of the head as he rocks back. Kind of looks at you, one of its eyes lolling to the side.
Come here, you chimp-faced, dung-munching orlup!
Is that your turn?
Yes, that will be my turn.
Reiner.
Alright.
I don't yet really have bonus action.
Let's see. I'm gonna go like here,
Okay.
and I don't know, ready in action, maybe, perhaps. Yeah, that's all I'll do. I'll yell out. Oh come on, maybe one of you can hit me more than once, and then I'll put up my shield and have an action ready to strike with my battle axe.
Okay. To the south, this one over here that Skirvo has kind of partially lobotomized will drop its bow and charge towards the big clanking man.
Oh. He can run that far?
It's 30 feet, yes.
Wasn't it 35? That's okay.
30 feet up. Oh, you couldn't see. I measured it.
Dumbass. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Angles.
No, not just that. I measured from token to token, not from token to right in front of the token.
Aha. Well,
Ah.
that may have cost you a scimitar. Nope.
No.
He'll look at you and smile a little bit. From the top, a fair distance away, a goblin will poke its head out and take your bait, Reiner. But it's going to attempt to shoot Santiago instead.
oh, was that a 19?
There's a 19, which I believe just meets your AC through cover.
Yeah, that is 6. Ass be down. I'm down.
Arrow takes Santiago in the chest. Reiner can see this little goblin hopping from one foot to the other, as it will attempt to hide again.
Nope.
Too excited, but it will move a little way. Mariner, you'll be able to see this goblin over here, though it will be through a great deal of cover. And there is one engaged with Servo that is right in the open. It's your turn.
Move 20 feet over here first. And then I'm gonna aim an Eldritch Blast at the guy
Sure, sure.
and just shoot it. Nope.
Nope. That one will blast off and fry a little robin's tail feathers. It'll blast out of the tree, screeching.
I am also going to Healing Light Santiago. He heals for 5.
Thank you.
Did you not use 2 dice on yourself last time?
I did. I have 46. Cool.
Right.
I mean, it shows.
I thought the pool was 1 plus your...
That's what it says in the. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Can't do it.
No. You were... I think you were looking at the maximum amount you could use.
Ah, okay.
At once.
Then I can't do. Shit. Sorry.
No, getting used to stuff.
Yeah.
I'm afraid Santiago does not receive that healing, as Marina is not quite as powerful as she might have thought.
True.
Again.
Alright. That's me.
Well then, Santiago, would you please make a death save?
Oh no, we changed it on D&D Beyond.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can I roll the dice?
Yeah, you could just roll a d20.
Yeah, I'll just roll D20.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
You're up at with 1?
Kind of blink away, getting a fifth of those healing that you would have got from Marina.
I'll take
You are
it.
prone, but you will have a turn.
So kind of looking dazed and confused. Santiago is going to see that goblin, which just struck him with an arrow. How far away is he? Damn my little short legs. Just out of range.
I
So
mean,
I
you're
could-
prone anyway, so you have 15 foot.
Yeah. So really I need to get up, don't I?
Or you stay down for disadvantage with it's ranged. I think it's if you're
Sure.
prone, they have disadvantage against ranged.
Any attack from further than 5 feet has disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll stay prone for now. Just dealing with the shell shock of the situation.
Okay. Servo. There is an enemy in front of you.
Yeah. Sarah will slightly crackingly stand up straight, draw a dagger, and go for a shank.
Go ahead.
Wait, that's the wrong character? That would be a bit much.
You're able to lance out and catch this creature in the throat and finish what your arrow started. As Sneaky McGoblinson.
You made a
Is no more.
mistake. You duck-kneed, jelly-boned coxswain.
This will not end.
Do you have any movement on your turn?
Yes, I would like to, seeing that I've cleaned up down south, start heading towards the others and regroup.
Okay. Reiner, there is a goblin in your line of sight.
Yes. So seeing that he's gone down, I'm gonna drop my shield and great axe, run over here, and attack him with the pike.
As you do, along the way, the ground beneath your feet kind of shifts. As would you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Okay, fine. One sec.
Traps.
Ew.
Okay.
Hey!
You'll take 2 points of slashing damage as you're able to pull yourself away from a bear trap left on the floor. Sneaky goblins.
Very
Sneaky
sneaky
hobbitses.
indeed.
Goblin says,
Sneaky fat hobbitses.
All right, cool. I'm gonna attack him with the pike now. Then
Go ahead.
now my AC is down to 18 for the time being.
Gotcha. 11 will just go past this creature's face as it ducks out of the way.
Never been disappointed.
Very.
Let's see. Is there anything else I can do? Not at the moment. I'll try to intimidate him. I'll use my psionic mind, look him directly in the eyes, and whisper in his head, "Run away while you still can, little goblin."
Please make me an intimidation check.
One sec. One sec. Hey.
Creature will look you straight in the eyes and psionically reply, "Don't worry, I was planning to."
All right. That's all I got. I have nothing else.
Okay. Its turn. Action, disengage. Well, bonus action, disengage. Through an nimble escape.
Okay.
We'll step away, show you its booty, and call out in Goblin, and begin to run away. It will dash action, so it puts it to 15:45 off the map.
I can still hit him if I move like 30 feet in, right?
You can, as long as you are within a certain distance of him. So I think you'll get one shot before the tree cover
Yeah,
puts him too deep in to get line of sight.
Yeah, I have 120 feet for Eldritch Blast, so...
It's not your weapon range, it's your actual line of sight.
Hmm.
Because there's a density of... This is considered thin tree cover. Because it's fairly well managed.
Okay.
So I think you can only see through like 100 feet of that before it becomes total cover.
Okay.
50 plus becomes 3/4, etc. But if you want to make such an attack, please go ahead.
Yeah, gonna move 30 feet first. Like over here, so a little bit closer, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast and yell out,
Go ahead.
"Get back here! I ain't done breathing in your face, you pustulant duck swabbing son of a sea cook!"
You're gonna hit me! You're gonna crit me to kill me! That meets his AC with cover. That's not enough.
Oh well.
Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Santiago, turn is yours. Do you have any desire to pursue?
No, I wouldn't reach him, but I'll get back on my feet.
Okay. Servo.
I would like to say something, but before I do, I would like to roll because otherwise it comes stupid.
No, tell me first before you roll.
That
I wouldn't be singing songs of joy yet, you blithering slimy snot rag!
as I stow the dagger again and try to get closer.
Okay. You're going to climb up the bit in front of you. It will be
Well,
difficult terrain
okay.
for a space.
Okay. In that case, I'll just go just as straight as possible. That.
Okay. Puts it to 60 feet.
Perfect. Still within range. Don't even roll with disadvantage.
Nope. But through half cover.
That's okay. I'll
Sorry, 3/4 cover over 50.
Yeah. I'll draw another arrow.
Go ahead.
One. Aww.
Flies past Rhino's face. Talking of
Blimey,
Rhino,
wrong target!
do you have any interest in pursuit?
I did my movement already.
Oh, that was to Rhino.
Sorry. Didn't quite catch that.
Chris.
I am. I'll pick up my stuff and head back, and then do some lay on hands on Santiago.
Okay.
You heal 5 hit points.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
You have magic hands. Wow.
It's not the only thing that's magical. My armor.
You have magic armor too?
Kind of. It's protective.
Wow.
Wow.
Kind of like Owen
As you-
Wilson at this point.
Yeah, exactly. What
Wow.
was my...
Wow.
Wow.
As you are
Wow.
wowing yourselves, the goblin will leave your line of sight. As it passes too deeply into the trees for you to be able to follow it casually.
Never fuss. I'll mail your ears to your friends. A killing, falling, flogging bilge rat. You can hear you yelling after him.
Maybe 20 seconds go by, and an arrow will kind of pierce the canopy, like 50 feet from you. Nowhere near, just a clear message that you've been heard.
Okay.
As silence will fall, as the conversation of healing hands versus magic armor, and other things, will come to dominate. What would you all like to do in the aftermath of the combat?
Find your arrows.
Yeah, that too.
By
Okay.
any
Aye,
chance,
short one, are you right?
Wow. A little cut and a little bruised.
I'll ask the party. By any chance, would any of you be able to recover that trap over there?
Possibly, yes.
And I'll just point out where I got hurt.
Sure.
Alright.
Could be useful.
I'll go take a look at it.
Be careful. Maybe there might be more.
It would be that one here, right?
Yep.
Alright. I'll give it a... Is it already... It's already used up, right?
It's been triggered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's not dangerous anymore.
no. And effectively, what you'll recover is a hunting trap.
Neat.
Nice.
As far as arrows go, between your own fired and the goblins' own, because you use a short bow too, don't you?
Yep. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe the leather armor can be just salvaged into a few pieces.
Maybe.
Aye, not as much booty as I was hoping to see.
Goblins don't tend to have much.
Real shame! Alright. Let's regroup and then follow them. They can't be too far. And we still need to find the dwarves.
Okay.
Hey, Sturvo, do you know where the tracks lead to?
As I said earlier, up east. Pretty much the way the little shit fled.
Hmm.
Besides the horses, is there like any other signs of struggle?
Around the area, or
Yeah, just like kind of taking like a few minutes to scout everything and look around over the area, not just directly on the horses.
go ahead and make me a perception check or investigation, please.
Okay. Where? Oh my god. Not bad.
Okay. Looking around, you will indeed.
Oh wait, no, you asked for investigation. Never mind.
It's
That's
still a
minus one on
19
that.
roll.
It's an 18 total. Yeah.
18. Okay. You will indeed find the signs of struggle, as mostly around the horses, mind you. You'll find signs that while the horses were riddled with arrows quickly, whoever was riding them didn't go down immediately, but rather seems to have taken their feet, and a couple of bloodstains in the dirt earth don't match those of human blood, as though one of the riders managed to score a good hit or even kill a goblin. Furthermore, following the tracks, maybe about 30-40 paces, like along the drag marks away from the horses, you'll see another patch of what you think to be goblinoid blood, as though whoever was riding these horses was not killed, but taken alive and was fighting along the way.
Nice. I'll just say that I'm saying these things out loud as I'm finding them, so the rest of the party knows.
Cool.
Let's follow the blood prints then.
Sounds good.
Should we maybe tie down the horses?
Good idea.
Drop the anchor, so
Okay.
to speak.
And hide the carriage.
Aye.
Alright, looking to tie the horses and hide the carriage. They're well trained and obedient. Won't be hard. But then is it your intention to follow the goblins along the drag marks and the little pathway that you can identify?
I would.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone need a short break?
I think I could do with one. Just need to, bandage some cuts.
If we're taking a short
Aye, then
rest,
let's-
I can cure your wounds before take it. And then I recover my spell.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So before we take a short rest, I'm gonna cure wounds, Santiago.
Okay.
Heal for 9.
No. That takes me right to the top.
Yep.
Excellent. Who knew the world could be so dangerous?
Aye, if you knew what I've seen. Ugh.
You can almost hear some corks loosening and falling over. Like some rattling inside Servo.
Marina stays quiet.
Well, as you will have a rest, you will not be disturbed. The horses kind of take their tether, get fed, whatever. As you pick yourselves up ready to head off once again, can I please get your marching order?
I can be in the back since I'm the tankiest, or the front, whichever works for people.
I'll probably be in the back.
I can offer a pretty high passive perception, though I think a monk is better.
Yeah, my passive is on 13.
Oh, okay, no,
Great.
never mind.
Yeah.
Then I'm better.
What's yours?
Wait,
16?
I'm at a 16. Then I'll take the front.
I can go.
Okay, so-
second then.
so Servo into Reiner into Santiago into Marina, is that correct? Okay. The path will curve away, leading you northwestward. And as you travel, after the course of the first mile, you will be able to determine pretty easily, just through casual observation, that it's not just 5 or 6 goblins that have used this path over time. In addition to the drag marks of your assumed dwarven companion or associate who you're seeking now, there are the tracks of at least a dozen goblins, maybe even more. After about 10 minutes from realizing this, moving through an area of particularly thick growth, Servo, would you please make me a perception check?
Yes, sure.
Okay, cool. You are able to warn Marina in time to give her the chance to make a dexterity save, please. As you notice that she's about to step into a snare.
Again.
Oh. Oh.
Able to freeze and kind of slowly pull your foot around the snare as it just sits there waiting to hoist you up about 20 feet above the ground.
Hoist the colors.
The Mariner flag.
Oh boy.
And?
Oh, nothing. You noticed it and were able to avoid it.
Cool, okay.
No harm, no foul.
Can I leave a small mark with it so I can more easily find it again if we make our way
Absolutely.
back the same way?
I can make it
Absolutely.
for an hour. Like prestidigitation, I can make it appear there for an hour, but yours will probably last longer.
Why not both?
I could always just light it on fire. The trap, I mean.
I might come in use after.
Or, wait, we can take the rope. We can take it with us.
Or that. I'd have to disarm it.
So, what, are we taking the rope with us?
What do y'all think?
Rope's always useful.
Alright, I'll give it a try. Can someone lend me a hand?
Yeah, okay.
Anyone proficient with traps or thieves' tools can assist. And it is a dexterity thieves' tools check, please, to disarm it without triggering it. And yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, nobody
we
can.
could trigger it from safe distance away.
I'll just. I can aid someone because I have Thieves' Tools proficiency, but I fear nobody else has it.
Nope.
No.
Alright. I'll just go for a normal Thieves' Tools check then. I'll use Sleight of Hand because it's Dexterity plus Proficiency,
that's fine.
if that's okay.
Yeah, you're able to very swiftly remove the snare and end up with what is basically just a length of hempen rope.
Nice.
I am used to working with rope. The rigging must be made once in a while, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, with that so disarmed, would you like to continue along the path?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another mile passes along the trail, and eventually you end up passing just alongside a small clearing. As you do, Servo, would you please make me once again a perception check? As your senses just tingle a little bit.
Of course. I'm on land. I'm scanning stuff at the time anyway. Not used to this place. Ooh.
Well, you will notice just as you fall in, a pit trap ahead of you.
Uh-oh.
As you kind of slip down and land in the bottom, would you please make me a dexterity save to take half damage?
Jesus.
DC is 10. Welcome to low level. You'll take 3
Hey.
bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
See? Told you the rope would come in handy as I lower her down to help him up.
Gotcha. You'll be able to scramble up pretty easily.
You know what? Let's not take the direct way.
Okay,
Let's go like 15 feet to the side.
okay, sure.
Eventually, 5 miles. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a feeling they put the traps exactly on the path they went. So maybe they are avoidable if you just stay to the side.
Or if you're taking a circuitous route, I'm not going to ask you to make any more checks for traps. And instead, the next 2.5 miles will pass, and roughly 5 miles from the ambush site, you'll find yourselves coming across a large cave in a hillside.
Can I still try to check for trap
Sure.
every once in a while? And
Please make me one perception check with advantage.
like I would also try like to mark the pitfall trap where it was.
That's fine. That one's pretty visible.
Now.
Now.
Yeah, sure. Perception with advantage.
Doing 2 checks.
Oh,
Okay. Over the course of the rest of your journey, you'll notice what you think to be another couple of pit traps. And, yeah, nothing new. Just a couple more traps along the way. Like you surmised along the route you were going to travel. They don't look new, however. More, they look like they've recently just been rearmed.
Like the goblin that ran away rearmed them.
But at the end of the trail, you find yourselves approaching a large cave in a hillside. A shallow stream flows out from the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. And to your right, leading up to the cave mouth, what looks to be an almost impassable, if not completely impassable, wall of briars,
what are briars?
like thorn bushes.
Ah, got it.
And I think this is a good time for us to take our break.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's go. Into the goblin brothel we go.
Into the mouth of darkness. What? So, as you follow the trail, you've come across a large cave in the hillside. There's a shallow stream and a narrow path leading inward. There is an area of thick briar growths to your east that appears to be impassable, but otherwise all seems quiet.
And a red neon sign above the cave saying goblins, goblins, goblins.
Hey, goblins here.
Do we follow the stream?
Aye, we probably should. But try and be sneaky.
Yeah, Luchuk was just about to suggest that.
Okay. So,
Stealth isn't my
rules.
forte, but I will try.
I mean, not bad so far.
I'm probably gonna give us away, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, I did. Oh no.
Oh no.
What is that?
Oh, who is making that?
You wanted a red neon sign? You got a red neon sign.
Nice.
So you're saying that neon signs are official D&D law?
Hey, it's magical crystal.
Beautiful.
Touche.
I'm gonna put this on Twitter to see what happens.
Alright. As you crawl forwards, Reiner kind of dragging his metallic feet across the rock, kind of below the mud bed. The rest of you feel that you've been at least reasonably stealthy.
We can check, see if there's anything lurking around as we go.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in the back.
I guess I'll take the lead again. And hope I'm not getting shot multiple times.
I'll go behind. So.
They're matching. Back away. Be
I'm behind here.
three. Then let's slowly go in.
For many of you, the cave beyond appears quite dark. But as Servo, you come around the side. One more step, you'll start to hear the sound of small creatures munching.
From inside or from...
From the blind to your right.
I think there's something there.
Hey, I think there's something there. Was that you?
I would like to take a peek through. Just lean around the corner.
Two goblins that have begun to start noticing you, but haven't kind of looked over yet. They've noticed a sound, but they still think it's themselves, it seems.
I'll take a step back again.
I'm just hungry. Shut it.
There are goblins.
That there are two goblins, Coco.
Yes.
There are indeed.
Let's take them out in one swift swoop.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, they are alert enough that they will not be surprised. But if you would like to try moving against them, please make an initiative roll.
better we initiate than we go and we go in and they take us from the back.
Oh, take him from the back. Hey, there's a neon sign there for a reason, eh? Okay, and that'll just leave Reiner's initiative.
Sorry, my thing's being really dumb right now.
No worries.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Marina, you are up first.
Is there any way I can quietly make my way through the bushes?
Through the bushes? No. You would be slicing yourself open if you tried.
Ah. Okay, then
But you could poke yourself around the top.
very carefully. Okay, I'm gonna peek over the top. I can't see anything yet though.
Oh, wrong way, wrong way. If you want to get in, you'll have to go through the north.
Ah.
This is the only entrance.
Oh yeah, I thought how high are these?
The bushes are thickets. Nope. Features. 10 feet.
Okay, too high for me then. Guess I'll make my way over here and hold my action until one of the goblins or someone from here comes, like someone hostile.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Very well. Then, kind of hearing weapons being drawn, one of the goblins will poke its head out like, "What the heck is going? Ah!" You may take your shot if you wish.
Cool.
That is a definite hit. And that skewers it through the eye and downs it without another sound. Leaving its companion to
Nice.
poke its head around.
You can hear her.
Bob?
You can hear her whispering. Tell out the rules, Freya. I win. You lose. You horn-swagging, scar-faced freebooter.
Hearing this, the other goblin will look up.
I'm whispering to myself because I can't do it without swearing when attacking.
Kind of still look up at you and like, "You killed Bob. You monster!" Short bow.
Nope.
At which point, it will take the... it will kind of use the rest of its movement to start running into the cave. Help! 7.
You're not getting away that easily.
I'll draw my rapier and give chase.
Okay.
Go ahead. You come round and approach the inside. You start to hear the sound of animals within the next chamber. The stench of beasts. Savage snarls and
Aww.
a goblin that dodges your attack
Yep.
just at the last moment.
And that with pretty decent piercing damage for once.
Anything else on your turn? That's
That's about all I can do.
So Santiago. Go ahead.
No, never mind. No, good.
Santiago's gonna chase after. We better get this guy before he calls for reinforcements.
Okay, you come around the side, Santiago. You'll witness a trio of wolves chained to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite. Carry on.
Can I use his spear to attack the goblin?
13 hits a shortbow goblin.
It's 5 damage.
Okay, still standing.
Bonus action, I'm gonna use my martial arts feature.
Go ahead.
And
He's still standing.
So, after taking a slash with the spear, I'm gonna follow it up with an elbow to the stomach.
Unarmed attack.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
1d4 plus an extra 1d4.
Actually, before you roll, I have a suggestion. And a way to make this a lot easier for those of you dealing with beyond 20. How do you feel about reliable crits? So basically, when you critically hit, the initial die is maximized. So instead of rolling another d4 here, that's your roll, and then you just add 4.
Oh, that would make it a lot easier to mathematize.
It means
I
your
guess.
crits are always better than your regular hits, but it does make enemy crits more dangerous.
At level 1, I would maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not at level 1.
To
Would that be okay, Coco?
To be fair, if you want it, you gotta pick now. If you don't want it, you gotta pick now.
I don't
Like,
want it.
before we go later.
Because
I
if
would
we
rather
use
have
that
it.
one critful,
I think most of us here
yeah.
are some sort of striker, so it's not a bad idea to have them.
alright. Let's take them.
Okay. If I die,
Then-
it's on
yeah.
you.
Before one of the people who doesn't want it gets one shot next time.
Yeah, I am very worried about that. That's why I was not quite sure if it's a good idea.
Either way,
Oh no, I'm surprised though. Usually beyond 20 does the crit.
Welcome to Beyond 20 Between Good Patches.
Because I haven't had a single bad patch then. At least not that bad.
I don't use it, so I just see other people, and it's fairly regular somebody has an issue with it.
The worst issue I have had so far is that there is this pink stuff. That's about it.
Right, well, Santiago, as you break this goblin's neck, 3 wolves will start to hurl themselves at you, trying to break themselves away from their chains, but they're bound tightly enough that they cannot leave the immediate vicinity of their stalactite. Stalagmite. Stalagmite.
Oh, good doggies. Good dog. Gonna take some dried meat out of my backpack. If you're really quiet, you'll get some of this.
Make me an animal handling check, please. The one on the right, the one above you that is, at an angle, kind of keeps yapping. Is the one straight in front of you. Looks to be a little bit bigger than the other two. Kind of stops growling, eyes the food, licks its lips. kind of turns and headbutts the one above it, growls, then looks at you, kind of points its nose towards the ground as though to put the food in front of it.
Strip of meat up into 3 pieces and just throw them next to the wolves, respectively.
The biggest one will eat all 3.
No, you're just a greedy chap, so
As it swallows, you could swear it's grinning at you. It'll take a step back and allow the other 2 to kind of move forward and kind of look at you. Please, sir, do you have some more?
reach into my pack and yeah, I've got 1 last strip. Break it in 2, but only throw 1 down this time.
Are we still in initiative, or...?
Not at this point. He is
Then I
safely
will-
disarmed.
Then I will add a ration to that.
Okay.
So
if you're going
each
to
of them
give
gets
them, if you're going to give them a ration each, both of them will kind of eye it and kind of look at the biggest one, kind of just like nod it, kind of gesture with its snout, and both will start digging in.
See, that's not so bad, is it? Quick, come on, guys, let's go.
Let's keep going. I'm trying to sneak again. Yes.
Roll stealth again? Or
Yes, please.
Jesus. Servo's running out of
part in
oil.
this. A little bit noisier this time.
Servo is running out of oil.
As you start to look further in, the main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. And those of you with better dark vision can see a bit further up, in the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope, crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one, 20 feet above the floor, connected by the bridge.
Let's be quiet then. Creak! Creak!
Yes, and Chicago, you're up front.
Would you like to proceed?
We
Yeah.
would, I think.
slowly.
Hopefully.
Do we see anything to the path on the left?
As in
Is
the
it
little
open
westward
end?
path.
Yeah.
But what do you see? So the path itself is strewn with rock and debris. It looks passable, if slowly and carefully. Otherwise... if you were to peer upward, there is a light further in. A light that will illuminate a number of goblinoid features, as there are at least a couple of goblins in a small cave along this route. I believe you can see them here.
Yeah, I can see 2. Just about.
Based on their... These are seated, and based on their interactions, they appear to be talking to at least a third.
There's at least a few goblins in the path to the left.
We probably should take them out then.
Okay.
Otherwise they might notice us.
Yeah, they could sneak up on us from behind.
Aye.
Current veer off to the left, sneakily.
Or as sneakily as you can be.
I mean, he rolled the best out of all of us. Stuff.
True enough, true enough. So you get a bit closer, you can see that this large cave appears to be about 15 foot tall. And there is the haze of steam from something like a cooking fire within.
And I continue to move a little further.
Okay, you get close enough to clearly hear goblin chatter.
I think we're close now. Shall we rush them?
Can I see them from where I am? Or would you need to climb up here?
It's difficult terrain. So it's like... These 2 spaces would be difficult. These 2 spaces would be difficult.
But do I see them, like, from where I am?
Yes, as long as you have a clear view, as in your allies aren't in the way, you have a clear shot. However, from your current position, you will also have the sight to see a goblin leant, without seeing you, without really paying much attention, more likely picking its nose on the bridge above you.
Take care of this one.
Are you sure splitting up is a good idea?
I can take it from here.
Alright. Then the rest of us rush these bubs.
I'll move a little bit backwards.
Right.
So I'm like here. Still.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim it. Normal or advantage?
If you are... You will surprise him, so you will be advantage. But what are the others doing? Because the moment you attack, it will make noise.
We're
We
gonna
would like-
them at the same time.
Okay.
Exactly.
You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it like this. Marina. Santiago. The 2 of you will have a surprise round. Unfortunately, with a 10 and a 2, the other 2 will be noticed before they can do anything on a surprise round. 24 hits, 8 skewers it through the brain and causes it to fly off and slap into the ground behind.
That's done.
Santiago, you run in
Yeah.
this dimly lit cavern.
Goblin to the south of me is going to get a poke with the spear, hopefully.
Okay. You run in, stab it, definitely hits.
That's an 8.
8 nearly kills it.
Do I get a bonus attack on surprise round?
You do.
Oh, nice.
Basically, everybody else is surprised except you two. That's effectively what's happening.
Okay. Nice. So, after stabbing him, I'm gonna try and give him a swift right hook to the temple of the head.
Sure. Hit. This poor goblin was just leaning forward, taking a sip of stew. Like, that's perfect. It smacks, smack. Drowns in the stew. And with that, would everyone please roll initiative?
Something is off with my rolls today. What is going on?
Ooh.
So how many
'Kay.
turns do we have to kill?
There's at least 3 here. I can see.
For my notes.
You will see when you get in, as you have the dark vision to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting briefly on Rhina's initiative, and then
Mine's in there already. It's just for some reason not connecting.
3. Okay.
What was it? 3. Okay.
Did you click on your token when you roll it?
Thought I did.
It's fine. It's easy to add. And
5 so far. Okay.
okay. Beginning of initiative. Santiago, a goblin in front of you will kind of stand up, look at you, scream, and pull a scimitar from the ground next to itself. Take a step up and attempt to avenge its drowning companion. And fail. With that done, the other goblins start rousing, and it is your turn.
So that very same goblin to the west of me is going to get a spear attack.
Okay.
13
hits. Meets AC. 8 kills this one.
Okay.
And stabs it through the eye.
And then using... So as he stabs that one through the eye, pulls the spear back out, and will take a kick to the stomach of the one to the just above it.
Okay.
With my bonus action. Maybe not.
11 will get knocked aside by its leather armor. Unfortunately.
Okay, that is my turn.
Okay. The big wolf will kind of look at Marina, hearing the sounds of battle. The other two will kind of move the heck out of the way, and the big one will attempt to break its bonds, which is an athletics check. Kind of pulls against them, but they hold fast. Second goblin up above is going to get up, step over the body of its dead companion, and then move around to flank Santiago.
Naughty.
You're in our domain now!
Oh no.
4 slashing damage. Servo.
I'll try to rush after him. There was an incline over here, right?
Yeah, it's 2 spaces of incline, so you'll have like a total of 20-foot movement.
Then I'm here done. There is a guy to stab.
There is.
Draw rapier. And try to get him.
Go ahead.
Right through the chest, hopefully. There we go.
9 damage. Kind of come around, and you don't get him through the chest,
No,
but you get him through.
I get.
Yeah.
No, this time I get sneak attack.
Why?
He's within range of.
You are
Santiago,
correct.
is he not?
You are correct. Oh, I mistook this one for being a hostile. And that's not how it works either. Either way, 9 or 15. You don't get his chest, you get his ear and his brains.
Sweet. That'll be all the movement I got, I think.
Okay. Marina, your turn.
I'm going to offer another piece of my a ration to the wolf that's trying to break its bonds.
Okay, please make me an animal handling check. It will lap that ration up like it's candy. And continue trying to break its bonds.
Aww.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
That's my action, right?
Nope, object interaction to just drop a bit of meat. Oh no, it would be an action to try and animal handle it. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna move over here and whisper for now, and whisper to Rainier. One of the wolves is trying to attack, and then I'm gonna make my way over.
Okay.
To hide under the bridge.
Sure. Alright, another goblin kind of gets up, screaming, runs over to flank Santiago. And is going to attempt to scimitar you as he does.
He does. And that is all my hit points gone again.
He'll hold his scimitar up and scream a victory cry. From the darkness behind you, you hear shuffling. Then an almost humanoid, and then in broken common, "Stop! Truth! Or the human dies!" Reiner will have heard none of that, so Reiner, it is your turn.
Okay. It's over here that they're threatening, right? Santiago, right?
No, Santiago, I think, has just collapsed in your vision. But the threat came from further out of your earshot.
Gotcha. Okay. So I wouldn't have heard that, but I would have heard then Marina over here. So I'll go over here. That's where the wolf is, right?
Correct. As you kind of approach, it doesn't turn to try and bite you, but instead looks to be looking past you.
Interesting. Being in chains, is it considered to be restrained?
It's considered to be grappled. Its movement doesn't allow it to move further than 5 feet from the stalagmite.
Gotcha. All right. How much? Okay. These guys are actively trying to get out, and the rations aren't working. Can I do? They're grappled, and their speed is 0. Would they be able to make dex saves?
They can, yes. Their speed isn't 0. It doesn't actually use the grappled condition.
Okay.
Base-
Got them.
Basically, they can move to within 5 of this, like within this radius.
Gotcha. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just do a dragon breath, do some radiant damage. It should catch all of them actually with a 15-foot cone.
Easily.
So I'll do that. Dex save 13 on all of them.
Okay. Une, deux, trois. The one right in front of you. Ooh, nice roll.
Nice.
Eh? Is it meant to be a D10?
Yes, actually, for gems, it's a little bit bigger. I want to say.
Cool. Okay. One of the wolves behind will take the full brunt, kind of shiver and drop. The other smaller one will kind of try and hide itself behind the stalagmite. And the big one will turn to look at you and just look betrayed.
I'm sorry, little one. They do take half damage, by the way.
Oh, I've taken the health from them.
Okay, just making sure.
The big one's fur is kind of scorched and charred. It looks up at you as though it was trying to join on your side.
Oops.
But now it's going to go for you.
God damn it.
Disappointing.
My
Anything else in
disappointment
your-
is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Okay, up top, Goblin kind of looked down at Santiago, but having heard the kind of truce or the human dies, will kind of look around a bit confused, but kind of reach down and hold a scimitar tip to Santiago's throat. Readied action to hit the down guy. Santiago, would you please make me a death save? That is definitely a pass. Okay, the wolves. The one at the back is going to try and break its restraints and fail, trying to run away. The biggest one, however, is going to look at you, Reiner, and is going to attempt to bite at your hand.
Ugh.
As it grabs on,
Oh,
would you
boy.
please make me a strength save as it tries to drag you prone?
Okay. Not today.
You're able to stay standing, albeit with part of your hand in the wolf's mouth.
Yeah, I'm down to 1 hit point, guys.
Oh no.
Servo, your turn.
I find. First, I invoke the right of parley.
You hear from the back a very confused
Parley is where you talk.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll keep my weapon but hold it in a non-hostile position.
Okay. Mariner, you have two very different battles going on right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna move over here. And try to be sneaky around the corner over here. And reach a finger to Rainier. As you can see, he's like heavily bleeding. And cure his wounds.
Go ahead.
You heal for 7.
Oh, thank you.
Let me see. You have 10 feet. And then I'm gonna... And be quiet.
Okay. The wolf clearly has the ability to see you as you poke your hand around, but it doesn't go for you. As though it's still quite happy with you because you fed it.
I'm sorry.
Alright, end of
You
your
didn't
turn.
attack it.
Second goblin will kind of look around a bit confused, quip something in goblin and get a reply back in goblin, then just like tentatively hold a scimitar out pointing towards Santiago, kind of like a ready in action. As this is happening, coming slowly into the light, as they keep a humanoid body before them, a goblin will start pushing forward. Pushing at their lead, a man you will recognise as Sildar Hallwinter, the companion to your employer. He is very badly wounded. Even with some makeshift goblin bandages, he is clearly hanging on by a thread. And the goblin has a readied action with a blade across his throat. Reiner, you have a wolf in front of you.
Indeed, I do. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we've already been pitted against each other. There's nothing I can do to repair this relationship, I don't think. So, I'm just gonna do the humane thing and strike him down with my battle axe.
No. Oh.
You're not there.
Betrayal.
Listen, I'm just working off the information I was
Betrayal.
told, right?
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. 1 sec, let me click on my token. Okay. And I miss.
10 will kind of slide along its thick hide. It'll snarl up at you, getting ready for another leap.
All right.
That's what you get for trying to kill a dog.
Do I have a dagger? Let me see. No, I don't. All right. Listen, wolves aren't dogs. If I can't own one legally, they're not the same thing.
Do you want to own one legally?
No, but the fact that I can't upsets me. All right, that's all I got.
We can own hybrid wolves here.
Yeah, I thought there was something that people can have wolf dogs at least.
Pure bred only.
You mean wolfhounds?
I know, like like wolf dog crossbreeds. As long as they're 3 generations from wolf, we can own them here.
I think
Alright.
it's the same thing in the States, but anyway.
Santiago, you still have a goblin holding a knife to your throat. Would you please make me another death save?
Another one. Oh, wow.
That is 2 passes. Okay, the big wolf. The smaller one is going to once again try and break its bonds. Fail. The big one is just going to go this time for Reiner's leg.
Jesus Christ. What is it with these guys being able to hit me?
I don't know. It says 16 plus to hit you. Strength save, please.
Oh, I'm back down to 1. Alright.
It's like,
It's like poetry. Alright.
you're gonna die to a bunch of wolves.
You're still standing just. This time it almost drags you. Server, you are in a standoff.
I mind letting me aid him.
I pointed at Santiago.
From the darkness, kind of like, patch his wounds. Do it.
I thank you, matey.
I'll try to bandage him up a bit. Stop the worst bleedings. What could go wrong if someone does the doctoring who doesn't even have blood? Medicine check.
Yes, please.
What is that? The fourth nat one this session?
You killed
What
him.
is this
You done killed him.
No. What did I say? What could go wrong?
Blaming WD-40, isn't he?
I think that is a failed death save to Santiago,
Yeah.
as Servo tries to pull your wound open instead of...
I mean, he's trying to figure out how to help you, but he doesn't know exactly the correct way.
Yeah, I first need to open up and check the circuitry, you know?
He's looking for the control panel.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, anything else on your turn, Servo? Would you like to kick him?
Kick him in the balls. Just kidding.
Does this count as PvP?
On my next turn, I would like to ready my next character.
You might have to. You are now one from a new character.
Two saving throws for one character.
I'm sorry, I've already had 2 or 3 nat ones today. I didn't think I would keep going.
Alright, Marina, what would you like to do?
I see that he's still having problems, so I'm gonna go over and help him. Sorry, Wolf.
We might need some help here.
The bolt flies past, chipping off the rock, and failing to connect with the wolf.
I take level 1.
What was that about surviving the first session?
Yeah.
I don't want to make a new character.
And I'm gonna move
So-
backwards.
Servo's not really in danger. Right,
Yet.
at the top, the goblins will just look at you, look at Santiago. It's like, you trying to kill him?
No, it's
Goblin
just
who's
me body works a bit differently. I think I have to close this instead of open it and look at the inside.
The goblin who's got Sildar by the throat kind of look. That's a good idea. Things with blood tend to like everything staying closed. Reiner, in your epic struggle to the death with Wolf Alpha, that was your friend until you burnt it. Okay, we lost him. Looks
Aw.
like. As I cannot feasibly see any way of him getting to and helping Santiago, I'm going to ask Santiago, would you please make me another death save?
Boy.
Moment of truth. As despite Servo's ministrations, Santiago will cough up a little bit of blood that was obscuring his larynx and start to breathe easily, stabilized.
I helped well.
Welcome back, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I am back now.
It's
Did I
fine. I
miss
just
something?
kind of just had Santiago roll his last death save, which was a
Gotcha.
pass.
Nice. All right, is it my turn?
It is your epic struggle with the big wolf.
I am once more gonna try and hit him with the battle axe. Will it hit this time? Who knows? Hey,
It's
Definitely hits.
why didn't I just do the whole move? Okay.
5. That's your pike.
Oh Jesus. Whoops. Let me roll that again. Click the wrong one. Why did I roll? Oh, it was slashing. So one-handed. Why is this doing this to me?
That's a 10. That's good.
Alright. Cut deep. Strain to its flank. You think perhaps even laming its front left leg, but not quite killing it as it growls up towards you.
This is disappointing as I only have one hit point left.
Mhm.
But here we are.
It doesn't have many more than that.
I got nothing else left.
Alright. Small wolf will try and break free again. Fail once again. Big wolf will go absolutely apeshit and try and bring you to the ground.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
Well, that can't instant kill you. No, it could have instant killed you, but it doesn't.
so because of my armor, that is just a regular hit, though. I do not take crits.
Good point. So that is 6 damage. It will grab your leg, and as you are now technically an object, it will start dragging you into its room.
Special armor?
Adamantine.
Level 1 boon.
Oh.
Narina, you see... you see Reiner hit the deck.
Yeah.
Server. Santiago is stabilized. What would you like to do? Oh wait, he couldn't have dragged you that far. One sec. There we go.
So, what do you wish to discuss?
Hey. I want to be the boss here. You help me. I help
Some
you.
mutiny?
Yes.
Don't really have a choice, do I?
She'll kind of look at the human in its hands, look at the knife, look at you. Now.
Aye, fine. Mutiny it shall be.
Good. We
In
keep this one.
return, me friends, and this one will go free after.
Kind of cock its head.
Well, yeah. You help me, I help you. No killing.
Aye. I'll go calm down the others. And maybe get someone to help. Santiago.
That will have been your turn to have that interaction.
I'll
Marina.
stow my weapon.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to do this again. Like, hit the wolf.
That's a hit. As the last look on its face is one of, not you two. Slam.
Oh no!
The biggest wolf. The biggest wolf is friendly to anyone who feeds it, and will defend them with its life.
Next time I play this.
I was
I'll
thinking something like that
remember
would happen.
this.
That fact alone would have made Santiago fail his next death save. He's just heartbroken, absolutely devastated.
But luckily he was unconscious for it.
Don't let him go back that way.
The one remaining wolf, kind of seeing the alpha go down, will just like cower behind the stalagmite. Is there anything you'd like to do or can do with Rhina?
I only get the healing stuff back on a long rest, so I can't do anything.
Okay.
I'll die then.
Rhina, please make me a death saving throw.
Alright, let's take a look.
That is a success.
Here we go.
Marina, are you going to do anything to try and help him in general?
I would probably try to stabilize him.
Please make me a medicine check.
For Dr. Servo.
It's not a natural one, so there's no negative effect. Rhino, would you please make
two
me
go to
another...
the same medical store.
Oof.
1 and 1. Marina, are you going to make another med check?
Yeah.
Go ahead, don't net one.
You just jinxed me. Knock on wood.
Probably. Rhino, would you please make me a third death saving throw? You want?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
This is where it ends, guys.
Marina,
Yeah.
make that medicine check count.
Okay. I apologize in advance if it doesn't help.
Oh god!
That's 2 success and 2 failure.
Alright, this is it,
Oh
guys.
boy.
Oh my god!
Oh.
What is it today with the Nad ones?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Alright, guys, I'll come up with a new character.
Now we know what Marina was after, as instead of stabilizing you, she just unbuckles and frees the adamantite plate.
I mean,
Oh man.
Well, yes, but
Wow.
I think none of us can actually wear a plate.
I could go for heavy armor master or whatever.
Okay. Well,
That's
When you try your best.
you don't succeed.
yeah.
I mean,
Get what
we
you...
lost one of our in my previous campaign. We also lost 1 year. Almost lost 3.
Oh my god.
That could not have gone any worse.
Like, literally could not kill a freaking dog. And then just gets dropped by one and does not recover.
That's karma.
Hey,
I fear that might
I
have been
need to
karma.
remember that he's a friendly next time I play this module.
I was thinking he was being
maybe I
a
should
good
play
boy.
a ranger with a wolf companion.
this is so sad.
Oh.
Alright,
So the
Well-
wolves are dead and one party member is dead. Oh god.
Here you go. Those are my new stats, guys. Thank you.
Hey, they're a lot better than your previous roll.
They are. Here we go.
Oh, for once I wasn't the one with the worst stats. That's new.
Oh, no, I think I think Chris ended up taking a boon because his stat roll was trash.
Yeah, I was just barely above like standard array. So
I know the feeling.
All right. Well, as we end this session, kind of Mariner bringing your body up, would you please share with the party what your character currently has on him?
Not a lot. Let's see. What do I have? Obviously, the adamantine plate. That's the most expensive thing. I have a battle axe, my holy symbol, which is a little statue of Bahamut, a pike, the playing card set, my shield. I have an alms box with 10 gold in it. And just your regular, your rations. Not a lot, not a whole much else.
Oh boy.
What card set? Sorry, I'm writing this down. Just a normal.
Oh, it's just a playing card. Yeah,
Okay.
just playing cards. Oh, and my actually, I don't have the playing cards. I have the dragon
Dragon chess.
Dragon chest.
dragon chess set. Yeah, never mind.
It was good knowing you while you lasted.
What? What was that about? Yeah, your group seems a bit squishy, so I'm bringing someone who can take a punch.
Hey, I took a lot of hits. Thank you very much. In fact,
yeah,
I would say I was
you
taking
definitely
most of the
did.
hits.
You did, yeah.
Level 1 sucks.
Yeah, it does. Oh boy.
On that,
To be
on
fair,
that
we also
note,
kind of came in here and said we're just going to kill everyone, and I
Yeah.
went along with it.
We weren't
Alright.
expecting for any goblin. To be fair, they did ambush us and try to kill us before, so we weren't necessarily expecting friendly goblins here.
True.
True.
Oh boy. That's one hell of a first session.
Welcome back, Chris. Indeed.
We lost a party member and a doggo NPC to follow us.
Yep. 3 doggo NPC.
No, we may be able to salvage one. One of them's alive.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Hopefully.
Jeez. And on that very cheery note,
Would it be nice or would it be mean to name our new dog friend Reiner?
Like in honor of our lost friend.
That was the idea, but I'm not sure if it works that way if he was killed by one as well.
you may already have a name.
I will say though that looking at his holy symbol and then on his plate, you kind of have a feeling that it's like a matching thing, like a religious thing. Just so you know.
Or isn't? Poor Reiner.
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't
Things happen.
understand the wolf that he was being friendly. I thought he was attacking.
It's okay. You don't speak wolf.
oh yeah.
I speak.
Mariner killed you.
Truly.
Does Marina get XP for that?
Oh,
Marine is now level 2.
I absorbed his level.
Correct.
So 4 reasons. I'm going with milestone for this because you don't get enough experience by the base module to level you up to anything. Like milestone, you level after this hideout. Cool. Experience, you're 20 experience too low to level.
Lol. But this hideout seems really fucking big.
It's not that
Well,
big.
We're level 1. Shouldn't like 5 goblins already be enough XP to level up?
75 each out of 300. You're awarded for the module.
Wow. Whoever wrote that module is a dick.
Hey, they're still better than whoever wrote Horde of the Dragon Queen level 1.
Touche. For God's sake.
Yeah, I died there at level 2. I think.
Right. Well, that was a pretty eventful way to end session 1.
And we're not even done yet.
No. But next week, actually, that's a good point. Rich, when is your first skip week that we have agreed to take?
Not next week. It
Not next
may
week.
be the week after. But definitely not next week because it's my day off. So I'll be able to play.
Okay. Cool.